How's it going tonight, everybody? I want to thank you all for joining us. I know it's been a while since we've been on here. Sorry we're late. We have been fighting with different tripods, trying to get this thing working on the coin roll hunting. We've never done it before. Let's go through here and say hello to everybody. Hello, Mark. Hello, Miss T. Hello, Jay. Jay said I'm not late. That's awesome, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, we tried 3 different tripods. Hi, Larry and Jill. But yeah, they probably will be black playing with all that change. Risha's doing it, not me. You don't want to get some precious fingers dirty. You don't know how hard it is for me, Larry, for magnet fishing and metal detecting to wear gloves. I hate wearing gloves. Hate it with a passion. But I've dug razor blades out, and I've also pulled them out of water on a magnet. So that's why I wear them. They're mandatory at work. Mark, I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Hello, headed to the creek. I did not get a video on tonight. This is the first time I've missed in a long time. I was editing last night and I didn't want to put it on such short notice, but my next video coming out, some cool finds on there. Risha found some shiny. We found some Native American things. And I found something on NorCal going back to the archaic age. And from what we can figure out, it's around 10,000 years old. Hi, Tim. I was wanting to put that video out tonight, but I didn't get done editing it till late last night. And I want to have it out there more noticed in just a few hours. So he punked me big time, guys. I'll never catch him now. I miss you too, Jay. We both do. Yeah. Next live we do, I will show it because the video will have been out by then. This is something I never expected to find. It's beyond my wildest dreams. It took me at least a week, even with all the research we did and a couple of people looking it up and us looking it up ourselves and it saying it was what it was. It still took me about a week to allow myself to finally admit that's what it was, because it's just so unreal to me. Miss Risha finally made it in. She is wanting to know if you want her to start with the dimes or the quarters.
Please be patient. This is my first time doing this. I don't know anything about coins except for what is silver.
Yeah. In case you didn't hear, she said, please be patient. It's the first time ever doing something like this. Did I miss? No. Okay. Thought I missed somebody. Jay says quarters. So that's one vote. She also says that she has a crush on Risha.
I got a crush on you, Dollface.
T says dimes or 50-50.
You need a breaker bolt.
Hi, Johnny Small Pepper. How you doing, brother? We appreciate you coming in here. If you guys are not subbed to Johnny Small Pepper, please go check him out. That guy eats some really hot peppers, and he is honestly, he's a heck of a good guy. He helps promote all kinds of channels. He does a lot for the community. He gives love to everybody. So make sure you're subbed to Johnny Small Pepper. I don't get to catch him very much. Sometimes I can get in there for just a minute and watch a little bit, but hopefully someday I can get retired and I can watch more. Beard, I found my oldest IHP last night. And when I realized what it was, I was hoping my first 70s. Hoping for my first 70 cents. That's awesome, Larry. I have not found an IHP in I don't know how long. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, T.
It says the smart clips included.
Well, you don't have time for all that, I don't think.
All right, girl. Have we decided what we're gonna cut open?
Well, we had one vote quarters, one vote dimes.
Hi, Johnny Small Pepper.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Let me go back and see. Nope, that's the only two votes we got.
All right, we need a tiebreaker, guys.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. Hi, T.
Ken, do you want Risha to open the dimes or the quarters first?
It says quarters.
Well, that's what she said a while ago. That's still one vote, Jay. You can't say it twice and get two votes.
You can't blame a girl for trying. She's trying.
We still got to get together, Larry. William E. said dimes if you have good eyesight.
I have glasses.
She has glasses. She asked Rob, FL Thunder, digging with Rob, because he coin roll hunts all the time. Ken says dimes maybe better chance of silver. We bought a box of halves. It's probably been a year ago, I would say, and went through all of them and didn't have nothing. All right, Risha said we're going to do the dime. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jay.
But Rob said that the dimes, you have a better chance of finding silver. All right,
I don't
there's
think there's any on the ends on that side.
no enders.
All pretty shiny, so they might be all brand new, guys.
They may all be brand new.
Yep.
If you want, you could open like half of that box
Yeah, and we'll go.
and then go to the quarters.
Okay. I don't have one of those fancy little mats that they.
No, we don't have no mats, none of that. It's our first time. I know it's not the greatest view. Next time we will have it figured out. We didn't think it was going to be that difficult out of 3 tripods to try to get it set up. But we'll figure out a way where we can put it right over the coins next time.
Fridge.
Yeah, we have.
Coming a day early.
We had to get us a new fridge the other day. It was supposed to be here Friday. They were supposed to deliver it Friday, and they called us a little bit ago. Hey, we're bringing that tomorrow. I don't either. You're going to have to get you something, or you're going to be like 2 hours on one roll there.
Oh, no. This is
They may be brand new. Tape it to the ceiling. Loretta, I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I don't know if you got like a little screwdriver or something where you could get a hold of that edge of that. You know, you do not need a box knife. Oh no.
Anything like accident.
Risha is
I don't make klutz.
yeah, she's a klutz. She's
Accident prone.
we'll be in the kitchen and she'll open a cabinet and turn around and I'll close it behind her because if I don't, she'll run face first in it. You need a coin scoop for dimes. That's what Mark said.
I don't see any on the side.
Jay said open it with a call trip.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But we spent 2 weeks in Wisconsin a while back. We had a lot of fun. Did find a call trip or two up there. Found some really good stuff in the water and in the dirt. Mary says she has no orange juice or vodka for a screwdriver. Mary, when are you bringing me my cheese?
You don't deserve cheesecake. Huh?
What do you mean I don't deserve cheesecake? So now she's been calling me BC,
DC punk.
a BC punk, because I found that piece that's so old. All right. Yeah, I wish I'd have got the video on because I was so wanting to show that off tonight. But check out my Maybe Adventures hat. How about that? And in honor of Charlie, I'm wearing the flat bill.
I do have pictures of it if anyone wants to give.
No, you're not sending.
If anybody wants to give my cash up, I'll give early pics for $50.
Yeah.
Because I'll get killed for it. So.
I meet scope. We have a coin scope, but I don't know if we can.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know how to hook it up. We'll figure all that out if we
Yeah.
do more of this. We just thought we would try it. Risha thought we would try it.
Yeah, Risha has good ideas.
Yeah, she's got some
Most of the time not.
some dandy ideas.
And it's usually when it's most stressful time.
Jason hit the roll on the side of the table really hard. It'll open.
Oh, that's
Yeah, then there'll be dimes all over the floor. But we have cut back on our lives. For those of you that don't know, Risha's mom had dementia, and she suffered with it for years. But the last 2-3 months started going downhill, and then about 3 weeks ago now, she went from talking and stuff to us to not talking, and a week ago Sunday she passed away. So all last week we were dealing with that, getting everything Mary said you can hit that on the side of the table, they'll go on the floor, and then you can do the 50 dime pickup game.
Yeah.
We will probably start doing a few more lives. I don't know that we'll ever do them every Wednesday like we were, because it seems like
It's repetitive.
yeah, Risha said it gets repetitive, but I enjoy doing them. But it seems like out of the 7 days in the week, if something's come up, it's on Wednesday. Mark said he's being tested for it.
Oh, really?
My understanding, Mark, there is medicine that can help slow that down.
Yeah. She's apparently had it. She had it for years, and we just didn't catch it. We just thought it was normal. She would share Facebook posts 3 or 4 times, the same one, and I just thought it was maybe because she didn't understand Facebook that well and things like that. But there were signs. We just didn't pick up on them soon enough, I guess. And she also hid it because she is a very vain woman. And she would not admit anything was wrong.
Can you hear Risha talking? I'm not sure if you can. I wasn't pausing just for pausing, but I can't turn the volume on the phone over there or we'll have an echo. Yeah, William. Risha's looking for silver, Jay.
Yeah, that's all I know to look for. I don't know about errors and all that stuff.
Yeah, we don't really look for the errors or none of that. We got 2 coin scopes. Loretta said she heard most of it. Yeah. Basically, she said that she had it for years, but she was good at hiding it. And when she would put the same post on Facebook 3 or 4 times, Risha just thought that's part of getting older.
And that she didn't know how to navigate Facebook that well.
Yeah, and she wasn't very good on Facebook. But if they would have caught it earlier and they would have offered her the medicine, she would not have taken it.
They did offer medicine when she was with us for 5 or 6 months, and she refused it.
I'm on something for it now, but my mother passed from it also. I'm sorry to hear that, Mark.
They call it the long goodbye.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, she suffered a lot. Wasn't good.
The hardest part, watching them suffer and solve that. Basically,
My dad's dad, I think he had Alzheimer's. He had a stroke and then his memory went. But his 2 sisters, their memory got bad too. His dad passed away at 81. He had a sister pass at 81 and one at 83. And he's 87. He'll be 88 in January. And he'll come over here talking away. And he's like, well, my memory's going. His memory's better than me and Reese's memory.
yeah,
He's sharp.
he is sharp. He's not going to end up with that. I don't think. I never would. He's too active.
Yeah, he's really active. And
Say that's one of the downfalls to that is if you are secluded and stay in your house, you don't socialize, and drinking water is a big one. You must drink water, and smoking is a big one.
yeah, Loretta, it is sad to watch. If you didn't hear Risha, drinking water, you need to drink water. If you're kind of a hermit at home, that's the cause of it. It helps to be out, be active, social, which I'm pretty shy. I don't talk much to anybody that knows me.
I'm the one that's not.
Yeah, that probably has something to do with it, Mary, but he very seldom drinks pop. It's 99% water. He cuts and splits wood. He has a garden. He goes dancing. He's on the go all the time. He don't sit still.
The easiest way for me
Well, Mary.
to look at the side and you can see the copper line on them. If there's a silver one there, you can see that copper line.
Mary said I'm full of poo-poo.
You are.
I'm shy. You just ask Larry and Mark and T and Ken. I'm shy. T said my grandpa was 90 when he passed and sharp as a tack, but my grandma was 82 and last couple years were not good. The last year in a home with dementia. Yeah, well, like Risha said, when she lived with us, we had her 5 or 6 months. And
I had no idea how bad it was.
yeah, we didn't know how bad it was until she was here. But we was taking her to the doctor sometimes a couple times a week, and they prescribed some medicine, and they said it won't stop it, but it'll slow it down and help. She refused to
Yes, she
take
said
it.
there is nothing wrong with my nerve.
Yeah, nothing wrong with me. She'd fight and argue with us, refused to take it. I mean,
This is.
Jay, you know I'm shy.
This is a Merckheim. I'm going to put it in the middle of these.
Well, she's going to put the Merc in the middle. Let me go solo layout real fast. I know they like seeing my pretty face, but I'll put that up.
This is just regular dye. You can see the color on the side. I'm going to slip this mark in here that we already had. We did not find it. And you can see how that goes.
Yeah, see the difference in that? See that? So you can definitely tell that silver's in the middle of there.
That's all I know for it. All that.
These folks don't believe that I'm shy. I don't get
Well,
that.
I don't blame you. You're not. I don't think you've ever been shy a day in your life.
I was shy when I was younger.
You can't tell it from here.
Night, Johnny. Thanks for coming in, brother. We much appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Johnny.
Silver Assassin, Brian, my brother. What's up?
Hey, Silver Assassin.
I was telling him earlier, Brian, we went to Wisconsin and we found some really cool stuff. I found something. Risha found an item that we're not sure. We don't want to guess on the age of it, but we've been told a couple different things. But we know it could be as far back as the 1500s, and it could be newer. Huh? They got to wait for the video.
They can see your surprise in the video.
And I found something that through our research and other people's research, we've confident it's around 10,000 years old. So, nope, I don't see no silver. It's Native American, from what we have found out, and we think it was part of it was either wore on their chest or on a headdress. Huh? Little box. It's up there. Up at an angle, about where your hand is. Look at that. It's right in your hand. Yeah, Risha's going to show you something we found. She found. We're not sure what it is. Brian might have a clue. We first thought it was a button, but the more we research it, the more we think it's some kind of a stamp.
Stamp seal.
Mary said she's never seen somebody wear a dress on their head. An Indian headdress is what they call it, Mary, with the feathers and all that. It's not an actual dress. Any clue on that, Brian?
I cannot figure it out. It's flat on the back. And it looks like it's.
Yeah, it's flat and it has a little tiny spot
Yeah.
where there was something there. We don't know if it was a button, a ring.
But I noticed the older stamp seals have a thing that they're attached to. The white ones.
I know, Mary. That's what the research we've done, that's what it's leaning towards, but we're not positive. Brian said it very well could be a wax seal.
Okay. what I was.
Didn't Tri-Valley think it was a seal also?
I don't remember. I can't remember. It's been so long since we talked to you. He didn't write it. He actually said it, so I don't know.
We're not positive, Brian. I think it's copper or brass.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of like the brass or copper shine to it where she cleaned it up. Yeah, Jay, that's what we're wondering. I'm not sure, Mary, if we do or not. 'Cause there's not a, I mean, we have a museum in Springfield, but it's a Wonders of Wildlife museum where it's got all kinds of animals and fish and
From
stuff.
Bass Pro.
Yeah, from Bass Pro Shop.
I bet we have an actual museum.
Well, there's School of the Ozarks has a museum, but I don't know that there's a curator there that would have a clue. Brian said, awesome find.
Thank you. Yeah, he punched me though big time. Big time.
Yeah.
I will never-
She found some silver up there. I didn't find any silver this year. Last year I ended up finding what, 5 silver dimes and a walking half. 5 of those came out of the no. There was 5 came out of the same hole. There was a walking half, a 1942 walking half, a silver quarter, and 3 mercs. And then I'd found a silver Rosie in a different spot. And this year she ended up finding 3 silvers, a Rosie, a Merc, and a Barber. Yeah, we may have to do that someday, Mary. But I don't know when the museum down there is open. I've been to it a few times in the past, but it's about a 60-mile drive to get there and hope that it's open. I'm not hearing you holler Yahoo over there.
Come on, find it.
Nothing so far. And then you may grab the next roll and have 5 or 6 in it.
I'll be-
Yeah. So what she did was take all of our metal detecting change, because when we'd get it home, if we did our wrap up or whatever, she'd put it in the tumbler and clean all of it. And she finally took it to the bank the other day and cashed it in. And so she got that box of dimes and box of quarters to go through out of what we
I was gonna get half, but I figured they were gone for more than.
yeah. But she got that from what we had picked up in clad metal detecting. That's good, but I still don't hear you hollering over there. It's just one of them things. You just have to find a box that somebody had been in. Yeah. Where somebody had been in their grandparents' stash and rolled them up and turned them in for bills. Yeah, I'll have to. It's a good idea, Mary, to call ahead. Find something? Probably some detectors had that.
Yeah.
Jay said you may not find silver in the rolls because most machines that put the change together these days separates the silver ones out. Yeah, they do, Jay, but also a lot of banks, like if she re-rolled all of that and took it to the bank, they'll just put it in the box or whatever. They don't go through and check it.
Yeah, these, I don't think anybody has these rolls like this except for
Yeah.
Those typos.
I don't know. But there's still that chance that one gets through here and there.
Yeah, people still find them. People don't believe it. People do find them. How do people-
But maybe at some point, we will find one. If those are all new boxes or new rolls, if you want, open up your quarters and see if there's any thing that looks like it might be,
On the ends, okay.
well, you can see the rolls and see if it looks like anybody rolled it and turned it in.
Oh, okay.
Because when we went through that box of halves that day, if you remember, a lot of those had been done by
Yeah,
people,
some
not a
of them
bank.
right here.
Most likely that's where you're going to find your silver. But it could be there. We are definitely ready for cooler weather.
Yeah. My little buddy starts school Monday.
Yeah, she's been watching Beard Light, but he starts school Monday, so she'll go back to only having him on Fridays.
We've only been through this. We're gonna start on, we're gonna look at the quarters. We'll go back and forth because I'm.
Yeah, you can just, and there's something about the W quarters. I don't remember what it
Yeah.
is.
Um,
Some of those could be damaged because Beard Light thought he was a muscle man. It starts Monday. Not me, Jay. I don't ever complain it's too cold. But yeah, I guess he starts school Monday, Ken.
I have a question for coin gurus, if there's any in here. Because when I think it's 2023 quarters seem to say in COD we trust with a C. And people were selling those on eBay and getting like $20, $30 a piece for quarters. And then somebody in a coin group, collecting group, said that that is BS, that they're all that way. And it's just something somebody came up with to sell coins on eBay. So are they all that way?
Brian said W is a West Point mint mark, low mintage. And there should be a W stamped on the quarter.
So it's any year?
I don't know if it's in a year. I got my phone over there. Larry, I'll look at it when I can. That's what she's got over there, pointing down at the coins. So I'll look at it after the live.
Yes.
And she's also wondering on 2023 quarters,
I'm not touching that.
somebody,
It's disgusting. I'm not touching that over here.
somebody, some of them say in COD instead of in God. And she said that they were selling eBay for $20 to $30, but somebody said that's how they were printed. It wasn't a misprint.
Yeah, they said it was BS, they're all like that. And
They said they're all like that. Does anybody know?
they're not worth any more than face value.
And Brian said he believes 2019 and 2020 on the W
Oh, okay,
mint mark.
okay.
Mary said, "Oh, 5 Mile is Larry. Where's Mo and Curly?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got to meet Larry and his wife Jill at
Very nice.
the Show Me Pro Am.
Fun to meet.
Larry said, "Mo is on your butt next to your curly butt."
Oh my God.
I knew he would have something to come back. But yeah, we met him at the Show Me Pro Am. Awesome people, super nice. We've been planning on getting together. We have not done that yet because they don't live that far from us. But we, like I said, we've been busy for quite some time now. Little man out of school and her mom, and for what, about a month, every evening went to see her mom, check her, and see how she was doing. And you know, family has to come before YouTube. And we are still, yeah, we're not either, Mark. We're not going this next year. Yeah, I know, Mary.
Grandson wants to see the ocean, so.
Beard Light wants to see the ocean. So now Reese is wanting to go to Florida. Yeah, we have two, Larry.
What baby wants, baby gets.
Your sarcastic ray of funshine has arrived. Who do you think that is?
My child.
No, Mr. Jody Mosby.
Jody! Hello, Jody.
Yeah, we ended up doing all right, I guess, at the Show Me Pro Am. There were just things that I wasn't happy about, you know. Won the detector, which was super nice. We are still going to do our 25K giveaway when we get there. I was listening. We had to play Nurse to Myself. Speaking of klutzy, cut myself slicing onions for the burgers. Tea? Tea. Yeah, Mary farted on my duck last night and I was swimming backwards. $21.9. Yeah, I'm getting close, Jay.
Brittany sent me a picture of her pool that she has to put it on the plane. It looks like a small.
Yeah, it's probably got frogs and everything else in it. That's Brittany's pool. And I've explained it before, but on the metal detector, the ways you'll be entered in that is if you're, what's the word I'm looking for? No, it's if you're a member. Awesome, Jay. If you're an ongoing member, your name is on there. If you're in our lives regular, your name is on there. If you comment on our videos, your name is on there. And on occasion, and I didn't set it up tonight because we spent so much time trying to get that camera ready for her to do that coin roll. We will sporadically do a live, and we will put the comment picker in. And if you get picked, your name will go on the list. So you have a chance to have your name on there several times. Mark said, I'm 739 away from 1,000.
Awesome, Mark.
You'll get there.
You're getting there, bro.
It's
Show me silver. Come on.
I guess there's NIF season quarters too.
Yeah.
I'll be posting our 1K and 2-year YouTube anniversary giveaway later tonight, coming up August 26th. Watch our channel for the info, folks. Great prizes and surprises coming. Awesome, T.
Once we have a nice one in here, I'll put through this box.
Congratulations, T. That's awesome. When I started, and I've said it before, you know, I thought if I ever got to 100 subscribers, I'd be doing something. And the guy that helped me set up my YouTube was my first subscriber, and he's still subscribed. And then Risha and I, we're chugging along. Of course, we used to just magnet fish. Now we magnet fish and metal detect. And if we didn't metal detect, we'd be in trouble because our magnet fishing spots around here have just been hammered to death. And that one's kind of shiny. So we do both. Love doing both. It's either one, you don't know what you're gonna find. Yeah, Mark. You're welcome, Ken. Ken and T, if you're not subscribed to County Seed Adventures with Ken and T, you need to be subbed. But we were moving along kind of slow, and no, I didn't see that, Larry. Mr. Chris Maybe. Hey, check out the hat, Mr. Maybe Adventures.
Maybe, baby.
Oh, I'm on. Let me get up there so I can. Sorry, Chris. I thought I forgot it up here, but check out the hat. Maybe Adventures. Heck yeah. I'll put you back on solo so we can see what you're doing better. Well, hopefully. But we're going to have to find a better way than a box knife, because if you do find something in there that's kind of cool, you're going to have it scratched. We will figure out another way. But we did it kind of weird. We did a giveaway at 800. And then what was it? 1,600?
I think, yeah.
And then at 5,000. But we posted about our 800 sub giveaway. And when the next video come out after that, we were already at we went from like 500 to 1,000 in just a week or so. I don't know what happened, but we jumped way up there in just a couple of weeks. And of course, when we found the grenade, that boosted us up 400 or 500 subs on that too.
I've never watched anybody do silver nickel boxes.
Nickel boxes.
You have to look at the dates on all of them, I think.
Well, I don't know if silver nickel would shine up more.
You can see the difference when you pick them up. I don't know if they were into the nickels. Probably not from the side.
Yeah, we've been growing, Larry. I got to talk to my camera person not posting our footage we've taken. Jody. You better talk nicely, Jody.
66.
It seems like it goes in spurts. And what gets me, because they talk about the algorithm and different things, I can put a video on, let's just say Monday at 7 o'clock, and you get 3,000 views. The next Monday, I can put a video on at 7 o'clock, get 100. And you're like, okay, you put a video on same time, same day. So I don't know. Hey, firefighters, thanks for coming in. Yeah, we found some really cool stuff not too long ago. I will be putting a video out next Wednesday.
In June. June was when we went to-
June, yeah. We went to Wisconsin. We found some Native American items, and I found one that, near as we can tell, is around 10,000 years old. Almost as old as Risha, she said. And then you put a video on. Chris said we probably shot up on subs for being punks.
Yeah,
Thank you, Andrew.
he's the only punk that he punked me big time here.
Oh, Chris is a punk too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Prehistoric, yeah.
It's another 66, I think. Yeah, pretty up.
Chris said I try. Yeah, Chris bought him a new detector a while back when we went to Wisconsin. He bought him a Knox 800, 6-inch coil. And I set it up for him on the program I have on my Knox 800. And he took off. He was gone a little while, and he's like, I ain't finding much. And I said, well, that program should work. He said, well, I hit some buttons. So he got it back to the setting I had put it on there, and he no more did that. A little booger went and found a ring. Then he found a necklace. I don't know what all he found. He just went to finding stuff left and right. Jay said we still love you, though, Chris.
Yes.
But I've said it before, and it doesn't matter what detector you got to learn your detector. You having issues? Well, I can't hardly believe that.
You're one of my biggest issues, honey.
I'm one of your biggest issues. But yeah, Andrew, Risha found something. We don't know how old it is. We don't want to say. We have found things similar. So we know it could be anywhere from the 1500s up into the 1800s. We don't know. We can't find the exact thing she found. Issues like TV Guide back in the day. I remember those days, Jay,
Thank you.
having used a TV Guide.
I never used it.
Oh, we had to use it when I was a kid. And then when we went to my great grandma's, we had to use the Sears and Roebuck.
You like the bottom?
Yep,
Oh my goodness.
yep.
No.
She had a sink and a shower in the house, but no toilet in the house. Had to go to the outhouse. All right, gonna grab a random roll of dimes. She is not. I've got this thing up here that says show comments on stage, and I've seen people do that.
Oh, yeah. That's where it shows it on the screen. Why did your screen go to the screensaver?
Oh, I don't know, probably because you didn't click on the live.
I had it on there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, bro. See? Boom. There it is.
Yeah, back when the kids were the remote, I remember I'd be outside playing, and my dad would holler. He'd walk to the door and holler at me, and I'd run all the way to the house, come in. Yeah, change channel. So I'd change the channel and I'd be out playing. He'd go to the door and holler at me, come change the channel. He did it for orneriness. I know he did. Or you'd have to turn the antenna outside so you could get different channels. Change the channel, which one only had 3. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't use the Shiny Pages, T.
Oh, jeez. I just put those in the quarters.
Well, you'll be able to tell the difference. And then I remember going to my grandma's. We called her Granny. And it was cool at her house because if you needed to turn the antenna, she had this box. And you could just turn this little knob and it would turn the antenna outside. Peach papers were the best. Yep, I turned the antenna a lot of times. Yeah, it was a rotor. But Granny had 12 kids, so, and 100 and some grandkids. I don't know how many greats or great greats before she passed away, but well, she didn't buy them all. She, because I think Poppy was 65 when he passed away, so she had a limited income, so she couldn't do that.
Be right back, guys.
Oh, now I've got to switch back to me because
I was on the line. It's okay. I need a break.
so you're back to me. It looks like the antenna's glare or camera glaring. That's awesome, Andrew. Turn the antenna, the channel, and get up. We're going to the station so I could go in and buy my dad cigarettes on the days. Yeah. Yeah, we never got a rotor. Us kids were the rotor. You'll have to look for those W quarters later, 2019 and 2020. Yeah. She's, we'll have to go back through them. She's just looking for silver right now. And my grandpa, my dad's dad, he had a radio. He had no indoor plumbing whatsoever. Had a hot plate that he cooked his food on and a wood stove. And he had a rocking chair. He'd sit by his wood stove and listen to the radio. I'd go over and stay with him some. I think I was the only grandkid he had that did go stay with him, but we were always doing stuff. We'd be fishing, or he'd take me out to eat, or we'd be out doing something whenever I was with him all the time. Ten or 11 channels on a clear day. Yeah, I can't remember how many we used to get. Seems like we got 6 or 7 channels. We live on top of a hill, and your great grandmother had 12 kids, 79 grandkids, 89 great grandkids back in 89. I lost track after that. Yeah, that's understandable. My grandma had 12, and the oldest one, I think, was 2 when he passed away from some sickness they had back in the day. There was 6 of us in my family. One aunt had 6. I have no idea how many all of them had. And But she had over 100 grandkids, and I don't know how many great grandkids and great great grandkids. She was a tiny woman. She weighed about 98 pounds. That's pretty cool, but I don't want nothing like that. I found that grenade that time, and that was a big enough hassle. I don't need no kind of an explosive coming up on my magnet. Been there, done that. It ain't no fun for me anyway. I think Brockton found 2 up around Brockton, Mass. And was it Nate or Josh that found the launcher? We lived in a valley and the antenna was on the roof peak. So only Dad used to climb up there till we got the rotor. But no remote on the console. We were the remote. Yep. But being up on the hill here where we live now, we built our house where the old house was I grew up in. So we got several channels being up on the hill. And like 4th of July, we can go outside and we can watch fireworks from 4 different towns. We don't have to buy any. We can go out and watch. Leave it to you, Chris. We didn't have none of that. I know as a kid, my parents had friends, some different friends, and they'd play cards on the weekend. And I don't remember what time it was. Seems like it's around 11 o'clock. Black Belt Theater would come on, and I'd sit there and watch that. And you'd see their mouth move, and then you'd hear the voice where they were doing the talk over. And I used to love watching that Black Belt Theater. Trying to think of what the other show was. The Twilight Zone. Used to love watching the Twilight Zone too. Uh, I don't remember Bruce Lee being on Black Belt Theater. He might have been, but there was a lot of different. I mean, back as a kid, I probably wouldn't have realized who Bruce Lee was because there were so many different kung fu movies on that show that there was no way for me to keep up with all of them. Speaking of Twilight Zone, Mary. Well, hopefully she gets back in there in a little bit and goes through a few more coins. I don't know if I ever watched The Outer Limits or not. Used to think we were pretty cool staying up till the national anthem played. Yeah. Yeah, they would play cards and I'd sit there till the TV went off. Because there wasn't no shows after, was it midnight, I think? I think at midnight there was no shows till like 6 in the morning. Or who was that one? Cargonite? Don't remember that one either, Mary. I also remember the TV was what was it? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Those were the good old days, though. As kids, we didn't know how good we had it. Always wanted to grow up. And then when you grow up, you're like, man, I wish I was a kid again. Midnight, yeah, that's what I thought. And there's one couple they were friends with, they had a pool table down the basement. So I'd go down there and shoot pool. And one night they all wanted to play pool, so they played, and his name was Bob. He beat everybody, and I told him I wanted to play him, and he laughed, and he said, okay, and I beat him, and he wouldn't let me play on his pool table anymore. Yeah, adulting does suck. Yep. That's true, Jay. Got to have some fun in this life because you don't know how long you got. We're hoping to get to do a lot more stuff next year, do a lot more traveling. I want to do some more seated hunts. Those are fun. A lot to learn on them, though. You see these people with these big old flat bars, like a foot and a half wide, going through there. But that's about all they do is go to those hunts like that. I mean, I like permissions too. I like finding some stuff on permissions, and we've still got some we've been to that we're going to go back to. Yeah. Yeah, if you could go back a few years knowing what you know now, if I could go back a few years knowing what I know now, I'd bought a lot of land. I almost did when I was younger, and I'm like, what do I want with all that land? And I'd go back and buy it and sell it at today's prices. I wouldn't have to worry about money. Mystery Science Theater, remember that one? I'm not sure if I do or not. Well, I'd get to watch a little bit of TV when I got home from school. Then if they were playing cards, I got to watch TV. But growing up on a farm, most of the time I was either taking care of the cattle, the garden, splitting wood, something outside about all the time. Nowadays, kids are sitting in the house on their phones. Trying to remember some other old shows that I used to watch, but I'm old and forgetful anymore. The alien and the guy that sat in the theater made fun of the movie that was playing. Yeah, we would. I remember my dad at one time had 3 55 Chevy cars, 2 doors. He traded one for a 56 and he traded one for a 57. So he had a 55, a 56, and a 57 all at the same time. I'm like, why didn't you keep them? Those are worth a lot of money. He said, we didn't know they were going to be worth money back then. Are you about ready to get back into the show?
Oh, yeah.
No wonder your jaws ain't hurting from talking so much. Yeah, up by El Dorado Springs, we hunt up that way, or we used to. And going back to quarters, a few years ago, I stopped in and checked on land because it was around $1,000 an acre here at that time. Brockton, what's up, brother? It's good to see you.
Hey, Brockton.
And it was like $450 an acre back then up there. Yeah, would have bought Walmart shares when they first opened. Absolutely. I would have bought a lot of silver and gold back then because it's went up a lot over the years. Not much, brother. Hope you're doing good. You and the family. It's good to see you. Risha's doing a few quarter and dime rolls to see if she can find anything.
I thought that said no. It says hope.
Hope. David Carradine. Okay, yeah. Kung Fu. You're too tired?
I need to be fired.
Fired? Well, you'd have to be hired in order to get fired.
If you've been in the wrong box. I guess it don't matter.
No.
We're just in Florida.
Yeah, I used to watch David Carradine, Kung Fu.
TV won't let me mix it.
We buy a little bit of silver here and there. We found a place where you can buy for scrap price, you know, or melting price, whatever it's called. Huh?
Melt.
Melting price. And they have some pretty cool stuff. I mean, and they work with us. We went down there one day and bought a bunch of dimes, and the Rosies, Mercs, and Barbers were all different prices. The Mercs were $1 a dime higher than the Rosie, and the Barbers was $2 a dime higher than the Rosies. And we were looking at them, and the guy said, just pick what you want. He said, I'll take the same price as I do for the Rosies. So we bought a bunch of dimes. We bought a bunch of silver quarters, silver halves. That's awesome, Mark. He bought 2 shares of Apple and Microsoft when they first started up.
Oh, wow. Cool.
But we ain't been down there in a while, and I think silver's $30-some an ounce now, and when we bought it, it was what, 20, 24? I think it was 24 an ounce when we bought it, and it's 30-some an ounce now. Ken said I need to start selling my silver coins soon, or give them to me, Ken. I don't know that it'll ever drop back down. It might at some point, but I got a feeling it's just going to keep getting higher and higher. Seems like I read somewhere that they're expecting within the next few years it'll be up around $50 an ounce. Anything? Nada? We're not having much luck. But the plus of this is we're not losing any money doing it, because all you got to do is turn them right back in. Yeah, it's been going up, Mary. Yeah, give to Beard's retirement fund. Exactly, Ken. If I had all your silver, I probably could retire.
And yesterday, when I pulled the old fridge out to clean underneath it, found this, and it is marked 14K, but I'm gonna test it to make sure.
Well, 38.47 asking price on Kitco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, our fridge, we had to order a new fridge. I know I said it earlier, some of you wasn't in here. And it was supposed to be delivered Friday, and they called little right before the live and said, oh, we're going to be there tomorrow. So we were trying to scramble and get some of that done. Gold is up to $3,000 something per ounce. That's crazy. And Risha said when she pulled the old fridge out, that's when she found that gold necklace. It's marked, but she's going to check it. Says 14K on that little ring. Just got a box of slabs back from grading.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean the silver that's showing up on his head. Later, Chris. Thanks for coming in, brother. It's good to see you.
Good night, Chris.
Can't wait to get together again with you and everybody else and have some more fun. This thing used to show me how long I've been on, but it doesn't now because it wants me to show comments on stage. I don't understand that. What are you trying?
Well, I tried to stand it up.
A little over an hour, Jay said. But we do miss everybody. Like I said, I enjoy doing the lives, but there's been so much going on, and we would be popping up here and there doing lives. Looking forward to our 25K sub giveaway. Whenever, thank you, Jody. Whenever we get to that point, I'm not sure what all we're going to give away. Somebody's going to get a nice detector. I know that. We'll probably give them. Yeah, we have a kids detector. It's a Mind Lab. I think it's a Mind Lab Go Find. We bought 2 of them. Probably next week. It ain't going up that fast, Larry. Andrew said there's got to be some silver in that box. We ain't had no luck yet, Andrew. If those have all been ran through a machine, there probably isn't. You have better luck whenever you get a box that's got ones that's been rolled by somebody other than a bank. But we'll probably give away at least 1 magnet, maybe more. I know Benny's on board, so you know Benny, there's no telling what he's going to do. We'll come up with some stuff. And once we reach that milestone, then we will wait probably to see if we ever get to 100K. I don't know that that'll ever happen, but you never know. If you can get one good viral video, we've never had a viral one. If we ever get a good viral one with lots and lots of views, you can go up in a hurry. I'm trying to watch you unroll that. You're making me nervous. I want to see some shiny.
Yeah. You too, bro.
I don't see no shiny. My prehistoric find should put me over. All right, Larry. Yeah. Anytime, buddy. Yeah, I seen that, Mary. He's got 20% off on all ropes and accessories.
Cool.
T said we could do a 50K. Yeah, Jay, I still look at that and I'd still in disbelief of actually finding that. And at some day I want to go back and see if there's any more. What?
It was just a nice quarter.
Oh. Not silver. Yeah, I've seen that too, Mary. But I've got ropes. In fact, thanks to Mr. Chris Maybe, when we were in Wisconsin, we had a get together, a little bit of an event, and I won a magnet kit and Risha won a magnet.
Yeah.
So,
That was awesome.
yeah, Chris is really generous with giving away magnets.
Ooh,
I see something shiny. I see a shiny in there. Ooh, is it silver? Is it?
64. Yep.
64. We found that silver.
Come on, guys.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yay. That was all with it.
1964.
That's so cool.
All right, Jay. Thanks for coming in. Much love. Risha, did you just see that silver, Jay?
Got one. See how that pretty that shines next to it.
Yeah.
So pretty. Yes. Bing.
He said after this giveaway, if we ever hit 5K, that'd be the next goal. But it took us for forever to hit 1K. We'll probably be dead by then. T, you never know. Yeah, silver, finally.
Yes.
I could see that from a mile away.
Yeah.
Well, I could at least see it from here to the screen. Yeah, I'll talk to you, Larry. It all depends on what you're wanting to do. I'll give you some pointers. Because I know people that's bought magnets, went out through it one time, got it stuck and lost it, and that's not what you want to do.
Oh, I got excited for a second.
Thought you had another one.
Yeah. I think it's just another thing.
Mary said 5 Mile. I have a 1,200-pound double-sided. I've never used it. Mary, you probably have a bunch of magnets. Seems like you win them all the time.
I'll check the what the W net mark or
Yeah, they said 2019 and 2020.
okay. I'll look at them all later.
I'm 19 away from 100 and I have no content, but it's coming. I got a new computer and I have a bunch of videos, but they're mostly crappy, LOL. That's awesome, Larry. I go back sometimes and I look at my first videos. Not that the ones I put out now are great, because I'm not that great at editing. I know there's people out there that's really good. But there's people out there making videos that's what they've done for a living, basically, is similar things to that. Only have 2 magnets, the one Brockton gave me. Okay. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you get doing them. Larry, you'll love it. It's once you try it, it's like Christmas. You never know what you're going to get. Just start putting videos out, Larry. Yeah, just put them out. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. It took me forever to get my dad to throw a magnet when I started. And then he started throwing it. My sister bought him a 1,200-pound double side. And then Risha got a, 2,600-pound Artemis?
Yeah.
360. He threw that a few times, so we had to order him one of those. I've got several old holes I've got wrote down in my notes that I want to hit. That's awesome. Yeah, there's no telling what's in there. Just have no one to go magnet fishing with anymore. Yeah, that sucks, Mary. We don't go like we used to, but we've hit our area close to us so much that they're wiped out. This weekend I may have to go because I have the video I'm going to put out next week, and that's it. I don't have no stockpile of footage because it's been so hot and dry here. I've been having to put videos out, and I quit putting out all the clad we were finding and trying to just put, like Wheaties or silver or relics, things like that out. So, yeah, I'm not getting as much content as I was. Hopefully it's better quality content that I'm putting out. But my dad one day, we were doing something. And he said, "You got your camera?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I guess that's who we are now or what we do now or something." He knows that, well, that was rough. It's not silver, is it? Oh, put it back up on edge. That's possible.
It's really dark, but
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out because I can't see the copper on the side of it. 5 Mile, you shouldn't call yourself an old hole.
Oh my God. Let me see if I can clean it up a little.
She's gonna try to clean it a little. It almost looks like it could be silver. Yeah, she's gonna try to see if she can clean it up a little. I bought a magnet 3 years ago and never taken it out of the box. We use ours. I mean, I'm sold on the 360s. Yeah. I've never thrown a clamp. I've got a 3,000-pound cube. I've never thrown it. I throw most of the time my old trusty Titan, that my first 360. And I've told this story before, but I bought a big old, I got to remember what it's called, Dock Buster.
Yeah.
From Brute. It's about the size of a plate. And I hit some spots with that after I got it. And everybody was going on and on about the 360s. And I thought, I've got to get one and try it. So I took it to the place I took that Dock Buster where I didn't find hardly anything. I was pulling stuff in every throw with that magnet. I could not believe the difference it made. Shot. It looks like it could be silver, but I don't know. I mean, it's just got that color to it. Thank you, Andrew. She found that 64 quarter and thinking the quarter she just got that's all dirty could be silver. It looks it, but sometimes you can be fooled. Thanks for coming in. Huh? Yeah. If you can't see it, bring me your little eye thing and I'll try to look at it. Well, let me put you back on solo layout because the screen's so small whenever I'm up there.
Looks like it's been in point over. I did that to the dime once accidentally.
Yeah, she accidentally put
I
us.
think I
It looks like it says 1949 is what it looks like it says to me.
When you look at it up close, it's hard to make out any of the person.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but at that angle, you had it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna hop under the light. And
I
see.
have a little LED. I think it is, but I definitely saw 19. See that.
No,
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 you see it. What it said.
no.
You can't see it.
No, look at that edge. And there you go.
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
Boy, it sure had me fooled. It looked like silver, but it's not.
That is crazy. How in the heck did that edge get folded in like that? I don't know if you guys can see that.
William E. said 90 with a question mark. Yeah, when I looked at the edge, that thing has had a rough life. I can see.
Yeah, it's folded. That's weird.
I can see copper on the edge. We still might test it though, just to be 100%.
No, I don't think so.
Mary said put a piece of paver over it and rub it with a pencil or crayon.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that. Just to be sure.
Mark said, Larry, if you were closer, I'd give it to you. The magnet. I know Jay throws a clamp, Jen throws a clamp. A lot of people throw a clamp. I've not thrown one. Risha won one 2 years ago
Yeah.
in Wisconsin, and I Loctited it and had every intention of throwing it and the cube this year, and never threw either one of them. Fact-
You can't let go of that Titan.
No, it's hard to let go of that Titan. The first year we went to Wisconsin, I had the Titan. I bought a brand new Titan just in case. Knock on wood, I got that one hung up and lost while we were up there. And it's still in the box. It's never been in the water. That was 4 years ago.
That's a metal detector.
Probably, yeah.
These are all much nicer than what I took.
Yeah. But 90%ers got one. But I'll talk to you at some point, Larry, see what you're wanting to do with it. Give you an idea of what I would suggest. But I see people new to it going to bridges and stuff, and almost every bridge has got rocks that come down off each side down the edge, and they'll throw right out in the middle of the rocks. And when you do, you're almost guaranteed you're going to lose that magnet. I go over more towards the middle of the bridge and try to work my way closer to the bank. I will daub my magnet down each side to see if there's rocks under me. Hood Billy Life. Hello, Jericho. Thank you, brother.
I need my other bag to pan.
Risha said she needs her other bag to pan. Yeah, we need to find out where to get some good pay dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry, that you find a lot of those rocks catfishing. But up there to the one bridge we go to, seems like about every other time we go, there'll be a rope tied up. He said, we can hook you up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. Where somebody is thrown, and you can see the big old rocks there. and they throw right into them rocks and get the magnet hung. All right, Mary, I appreciate that. I don't think I have ever thrown in a pond, but I'm sure there are ponds around that has stuff in them.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to throw in ginger pond. We have 2 ponds and we haven't even thrown in those.
Hello, Relic Rat. How you doing, brother? There's another great channel if you haven't subscribed to. They find some really cool, as the title says, relics. They find some really cool stuff. Jericho says Dave had some great deals right now. The only coins it's going to pick up is foreign coins or a steel penny. I have found coins, foreign coins with my magnet. I found one that was gold colored, and I found 2 or 3 that was silver colored. I can't remember what country they were from, but the only magnetic coins put out in the US was the steel penny. Some Canadian coins are magnetic, and I think some coins from Mexico, I think, are magnetic.
Yes.
Jericho said Mary has some awesome dirt. Yeah, only the 1943 steel penny. But I found a 1920s, 2 1920s something coins, and I can't remember what country they were from. Then I found the little gold colored one, and it had been in the water so long it was trying to come apart.
Yeah, that's neat.
The most common thing we find, I would probably say nails.
Yeah.
I mean, we find lots and lots of nails, pieces of wire.
Pliers, if you're around both docks.
Yeah. You're welcome, Cliff. Enjoy watching your videos, buddy. And someday, hopefully, Risha and I can get with you and we can go out detecting together. If you're around boat docks, you're going to find fishing lures, fishing poles, pliers, knives, all kinds of jigs. And do some laser engraving. I got some cards and some engraved. All right, buddy. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. Rebar, railroad spikes, nails, fishing line, etc. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be amazing to open one of these and find a seated quarter?
Oh, that would be incredible to find a seated quarter in
Have you ever
one.
seen anybody do that? I don't think I have.
Oh, Mary said maybe Relic Rat could help on the thing. You talking about the thing Risha found, Mary?
Some guy.
All right, Jericho, I will do, buddy. We have some, Larry. Yeah. She found that, Cliff. We think it's copper or brass. From what we can find, at first we thought it was a button or part of a ring, but the research we've done is saying that they think it's like a stamp for like a wax seal stamp. but we're not positive. But if you look at it just right, you can see kind of a little bit of a copper or a brass color to it. It's a really, really cool piece. Thank you, Cliff. Yeah. We're hoping next year to make a trip out that way. We're wanting to go catch up with Shane from Ohio River History, go out and see Silver Assassin and Brockton and Wicked Digga, Josh, Nate. Who else is up that way?
For a female, can't remember.
There's another guy, a detectorist up there.
Iffy?
Iffy Signals. Yeah, we're wanting to go up that direction and swing back around your direction and come back down through. But Beard Light's wanting to see the ocean, so now Risha's got it in her head to go to Florida next year. If I go to Florida, I'm going to be on that beach most of the time swinging that detector. Maybe an end cap from a walking stick.
Oh, I don't know.
Cliff wants to know what the design is on it. We really don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it is a long trip, but if I get retired, I won't have to worry about it that much. Really don't know what that design is. I don't know what you would call it. It almost looks like snakes. I'm looking at it on the TV and I can see it a lot clearer. Yeah, I really don't know what that design is. Cliff said, that's a very cool find. Wax stamp is likely for sure, but button or ring makes sense.
Okay, cool. That's my first wax seal, I think.
Yeah, that's a cool find. We found some cool stuff this trip. I know year before last we had a good year, and I said I hope next year is good or better than that year. And then last year I found my 5 silver coin spill, and we found some incredible stuff. And at the end of last year, I said if this year was as good as the year before, would be amazing. And I found 2 lead toys, soldiers. Larry said he's leaning towards button. 2 lead soldiers. Found a seated dime, my first seated ever. Found 1700s Chinese coin.
1859.
Risha found her 1859 Canadian large cent. T said, press into some silly putty or clay and see if you can see the design better.
Okay.
That's a good idea. But then my other find that I found this year, I wish I could have got that video on tonight so I could have showed it, but
You can do another live. After you do put out that premiere, that video, you can have another live and talk.
I will.
Oh, it's sticky. Ew.
Mark said, I'm thinking stamp
Okay.
if it's flat, button if it's convex.
It's flat on the back.
It's flat on the back.
Nothing.
Larry said, or on your forehead if you don't have putty. Cliff said, you might get bored beach detecting. We went to the Lakeport Beach today. I might. We hit the beach in Wisconsin some,
Yeah, I didn't like it. Sheboygan.
in Sheboygan.
I
Yeah,
didn't enjoy it.
it was as fun as I thought it would
really
be.
thought-
There was multiple signals, but the downfall is on this beach they allow bonfires. And what is everybody throwing their bonfire? Aluminum cans. So there was little melted pieces of aluminum cans everywhere. I did find I think I found a penny and a nickel. Risha found a little key and lock.
Not a lot. The hinge from like a little box.
Yeah, like a little hinge from a little box. Chris found some bling.
This one's not sticky. No, just a matter of
I think if it wasn't for them being allowed to burn on that beach, it would have been a lot better. And I'm sure there's stuff there. And it was crazy because it was a super hot day. But up there on Lake Michigan, that the wind coming off of that water,
felt like air conditioner.
yeah, felt like the air conditioner was blowing on us. It was cool.
It's beautiful.
If we ever go back up there, I would probably go back again, but I'd want to get there early in the morning. All right, Ken, thanks for coming in, brother. Thank you for that. Yeah, Risha's stoked now that she found that silver quarter. I don't think I'll be live for her to go through all them coins, but I'm sure we'll go through all of them tonight.
Oh, yes. I'm putting a hurting on this box quarter.
We'll have to at some time get our agenda for next year's travel trips planned out. Hopefully I'm retired by next year. She keeps waking me up every morning, making me go to work. So
No, I don't. I'm like, stay home.
no, I get in trouble for going to work. But like I told Ken, when you've worked your whole life, it's kind of scary thinking of not having a job. I mean, I was probably 10, 11 years old. I was out in the hay fields. And before that, I would walk over to my neighbor's and I'd help him feed his cows and mow his yard. I mean, I've always worked my whole life. So it's kind of a scary thought when I go on vacation, I don't want to go back to work, but I know I've got that job. Yeah, it's Risha in the background. Cliff said hello.
Hello.
Yeah, she's over there going through the coins. I was in the rock field in diapers. Yeah. Yeah, of course, growing up on the farm, my dad always cut the wood, but I split it, loaded it, unloaded it, stacked it, helped in the garden, milked the cows, fed the cows, put up the hay, fed the hay. Huh?
Is that why you're pumped now?
I'm not a punk. Yeah, Ken was the same way. Started working as a kid, but he loves retirement. I think I would too. I know I would. I mean, when you're still working, Mr. Tri-Valley Brian, how are you, my brother? Risha's coin roll hunting, and she's been going through dimes and quarters, and she did find a 1964 silver quarter a while ago. How do you feed hay? LOL. Shocking corn at 6. Yep. Well, used to, we had the square bales, so you had to be in the back of the truck, and my dad didn't feed the whole bale in one spot. You had to cut the string and then feed off 2 or 3 little blocks at a time as you're feeding it. Then he went to round bales, and 5 Mile, you're still in diapers. You come in the world wearing diapers and go out of this world wearing them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's about the truth of it. If I had somebody to clean me up, I'd wear them now.
Oh, God. No, sir.
You think you'd be out on that?
I'll hire a nurse for you. Big, ugly one.
You gonna hire me a big ugly nurse?
Yeah.
Well, as long as she cleans my bottom, I don't care.
Well, I'll hire you.
Larry said, "Never, Mary. I'll shart the bed first." I don't want no male nurse.
Why not?
We ain't playing that game.
Come on.
No.
It'll be like that guy off.
Yeah. Got tickled the other day. Got 11 grandkids, but one granddaughter, she's 11. And we were sitting there eating. We went out to eat. And I told her, I said, JoJo, we all took a poll. And when I have my surgeries, you've been nominated to wipe my hind end for me. I'm not. I said, up, too late. Everybody else said no, so it's on you. And her dad shook his head. Yes. She had the funniest look on her face. Hey, Robert, Melissa, how are you guys doing tonight? We decided to do, Risha decided to do coin roll hunting tonight.
Yeah, and look what Risha found.
Risha found a 1964 silver quarter. That's awesome. Yeah, and when we go out to see everybody else, we got to go by and see Robert and Melissa.
Yes.
Even if we don't go detecting, just to visit and eat, go out and eat or something. And well, I'm hoping you get excited more than once tonight.
I hope so.
But yeah, that silver quarter, when she opened that up, you could see it just shining away. Thank you, Robert and Melissa. I actually put my detector on the charger. Got a seated hunt coming up soon in Oklahoma. Awesome.
Hey, you come to Missouri, Holler.
Yeah, Risha said to come through Missouri, holler. I was just talking about that earlier, hoping to get to do more seated hunts. Get better at them, hopefully. I think we've done pretty good for the ones we've been to.
Yeah.
We went to that one up there by Kansas City, and
Yeah, that one was really fun. My favorites are the Tri-Valley ones, so, even though we get pretty ones.
yeah, her favorite's the Tri-Valley seated hunts, even though she gets crayons from him. Thank you, Cliff. Yeah. Yeah, she's a pro. She's got that figured out. Yeah, send me the flyer, Brian. He said it's next week, about 2 hours from us. The seated hunt.
Next week?
Huh?
Is that what we're going to?
Well, I don't know. We were supposed to go to one with him, I thought, this fall in Oklahoma. Brian said crayons is the best.
Oh, I thought you said Brian said that.
What?
Wait a minute, you got me confused. Who said Oklahoma next week?
Brian. The one he was talking about's in September, but he said there's one next.
Oh, okay. So we weren't going
Oh, flyer for the next event about 2 hours from you. I thought it said next weekend, next event.
Okay. Don't freak me out, bro.
Yeah, Mary Bryan is the one who got Jill confused with Risha. We were out there. Oh, I so wish I would have been there closer and could have filmed that because Jill has dreads in her hair, and Brian was out there detecting Risha, Risha, I love you, Risha. And he's going on and on. Of course, Jill don't have a clue, and she turned around and he realized it wasn't Risha. That was hilarious.
His face got bright red, you said.
Yeah. I love your wife just as much as I love Risha. Yeah, when he told me I had to take him over to Larry and Jill and tell them, and his face was beet red. That was worth the price of admission.
I don't know if we're gonna get any dimes.
And then silver dimes, maybe not. But you got a silver quarter. I mean,
I'm happy.
if that's the only one you get, you still,
Anything else? Good one.
yeah. All it's costing you is time. Stick another quarter in to replace that one and go.
And cramped up hands.
Yeah, cash it in and try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was classic. Mary said, so try, how does your foot taste after you put it in your mouth? That is one thing that I did enjoy at the Show Me Hunt. The camaraderie, getting to meet Larry and Jill. Oh, the crawfish was awesome.
First time I've eaten more than one ever. And that's the first time ever.
Maybe next time I'll bring a box of crayons for each one and a coloring book for the girls to fight over.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we got to meet Larry and Jill. That was awesome. Didn't know they lived so close. And got to meet Mark and Adam and Wendy. I mean, we got to meet a lot of awesome people, but people we see on here quite often. Mark said, LOL, I did the same thing at the Show Me. We were in the shelter house on Friday. Yeah, when I told Larry and Jill what he said, Jill's like, I'll take that as a compliment.
That's sweet.
Yep. How could you tell with all that hair on your face? He said, sounds as funny as a guy at a concert who had his arm around the gal and caressing her shoulder, and her friend was videoing, and the guy realized it wasn't his wife when he seen her next to him. I saw that video. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
They're at a concert, and his wife and this lady's dressed basically identical. He's got his hand up there on her and all that. She keeps looking at him like, what the heck? And he didn't realize it wasn't his wife.
Oh my goodness.
It was funny. Dang, you about wiped those quarters out.
They're a lot lower than dimes.
But we all need to get together, find of course, Mark's a ways away, but
Yeah,
Larry and Jill, Brian and us,
yeah,
we can find a happy medium and get together. Even if we just get together and
yeah.
have dinner and visit. Of course, Brian's got to bring his dad Troy because
I love me some chili.
yeah, Risha loves Brian's dad. Got so tickled when we went up by Kansas City. He's barking orders at Risha, telling her, "You got to go faster. You got to do this. You got to do that." And Brian's like, "Be quiet. You're going to make her nervous." I'm just trying to help her. He cracks me up. He gets wound up too,
Yeah,
but it's a lot of fun.
it is.
You get to meet some really good people at those events. But yeah, Risha don't want to go to Show Me next year, so I guess we're not going to go.
Do you want to go?
I don't know. I thought about it.
No, no. You can go by yourself.
Okay. I'm a grown boy.
Chris is going. You can go with him.
Yeah, Chris is going. Larry and Jill's going.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I guess we could both go and you can hunt.
What are you going to do? Punk? Be a
Eat
punk?
crawdads.
Eat crawdads? You might get bored.
I could find enough people to talk to, probably. Hang out with Alicia. You go.
Hudsonville ice cream. I've never heard of that, Mary.
I could go and help you just watch it.
I don't think they'll let you on the
No, probably not.
field if you're not.
That's true.
But the night hunt is free. You could do the night hunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought about it. I had fun at the last one.
I had fun, except for the detective.
Well, I did find the natural
Yes, yes. I
button,
found a few things too, but
natural Civil War button, and natural bullet, and that little.
I'm spoiled, okay? I'm spoiled from Tri-Valley's events.
Well, Tri-Valleys are a little different than everybody else's. That's
Yeah.
just part of it.
But I'm spoiled from that.
Pryor, Oklahoma, Larry and/or Chris, September 27th, 28th, seated hunt if they are interested. I haven't seen Chris in here tonight.
No?
He's got a hit and miss lately. I don't know what he's got going on.
The other day I messaged him and he was detecting in the swimming hole.
Yeah, he did detect the swimming hole.
It's too hot to detect anywhere else here.
I don't know what swimming hole he was at, but it paid off. He found 6 rings, and 2 of them were 14 karat gold, and 1 of them was silver.
Wow.
They have strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Yeah, I'd never heard of Hudsonville ice cream.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, send me that other one, Brian. We may try to go. I'm wanting to.
Next week?
It's not next week. I thought he said next event, and in my brain it was next week.
Oh, okay.
The one is in September, but you're gonna have your surgeries and get that over with so you can go.
I don't have any surgery, bro. Pending. Thank you. You do.
I know, unfortunately.
Because you're a punk.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy being a punk. I enjoy that pain and not sleeping at night because my arms hurt so bad I can't
I
sleep.
know.
It's fun. But we've been on here for a couple hours, I think, tonight. After the video comes out, I don't know if we'll do it next Wednesday or the Wednesday after the video comes out next week of my
Yeah, we'll have to see.
find of a lifetime, I think. I mean, we all say that, but I don't believe I will ever in my lifetime find anything older than this. I don't know that it's possible. I mean, I guess it's possible to find something older here,
And
but
I'll never catch you unless I go to like Egypt and
well, you still wouldn't catch me in the States.
no.
But yeah, it's from what we find, it's around 10,000 years old, and it's still hard for me to fathom that. To be the first person to touch that in 10,000 years.
Yeah.
It would be awesome if there was some way when you find an item, when as soon as you touch it, a little movie plays in your brain and you can see who lost it there, what they were doing. That would be incredible.
Yeah, I would love that.
But we love you guys. We appreciate you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
And we appreciate watching.
Orders. Nope.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian. When I get off here, I'll be up for a while.
Yeah.
Night, Brockton. It's good to see you, brother. Much love.
Everybody. Love you guys.
You know I'm always here if you ever need to talk to me, Brockton.
Yep.
And Larry, get a hold of me about a magnet. We will see you all later on. Much love. We appreciate
Love y'all.
each and every one of you.